Hello, everyone. My name is John Lord. I am your instructor for Accounting 58, your auditing class. Talking to you from the campus here in De Anza. I'm in room L81. I have a class here on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1:30 to 3:30. If you ever want to come and meet me in person, come on by probably after class sometime 3:30. I usually get out. But I wanted to put this welcome video up to get a chance to say hello and also explain to you the way our class is going to work this quarter and give you a little bit about my background. I'll start with that. I am a CPA in the state of California. I worked for the federal government for 26 years as an auditor with an agency called the Government Accountability Office. GAO is the auditing investigative arm of Congress, and I worked on various financial statement audits, various program audits for the federal government, and got my experience for my license through that work. After working for the federal government for about 15 years, I started teaching, and I started out teaching the CPA exam. As you probably know, CPA exam is a four-part exam, which a candidate has to get 75 or better. And I have taught with an entity called the Becker CPA Review, Becker Professional Education, it's also called. And I taught that for many, many years. And I still do teach the CPA exam at Golden Gate University, where I run their CPA Applied program. We have 4 classes that are lined up with the 4 parts of the CPA exam. And as students are completing their bachelor's, they can get units to complete the bachelor's, units to help them meet the requirements to sit for the CPA exam while actually studying and passing the exam. And I use the Becker material to teach those classes. And I still have some involvement with Becker, primarily dealing with continuing professional education. But about 10 years ago, I decided to, for a while there, I was double tracking both teaching and still working as an auditor with the federal government. About 10 years ago, decided to teach full time. So I retired from the federal government. And since that time, about 10 years now, I have taught at various universities and colleges, including obviously De Anza, but I've also taught at San Francisco State, San Jose State, UC Berkeley. I retired from the state system now. It's been about a year or so. And I continue to teach at Golden Gate University, as I've mentioned, where I run their CPA Applied program. I'm the director of that program there. And obviously De Anza. And I also teach at Stanford University, teaching both in the engineering department and the School of Medicine, focusing on accounting requirements for those folks. So that's a little bit about my background. What I want to do is go ahead and go through the syllabus, go through Canvas, so you can sort of see how the course is going to be organized and whatnot. And then you'll be able to kind of follow this welcome video from there. So you can see my phone number, my email. You are more than welcome to call, text that number. I'm fine with either. Sometimes you may ask me a question, maybe via text or email, and I may say, hey, give me a call because it facilitates more conversation. The class is obviously online. If you're seeing this video, you've figured that out. Office hours are going to be Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Although this coming Thursday, I won't be there, but typically that'll be the time, and I'm going to put out an announcement about that. The textbook is optional. Okay, and you can see the ISBN number there. And what I highly recommend is that you follow this link and follow the instructions so that you can at least see what the textbook has to offer. They give you a 2-week trial period. And if you decide that you think the textbook would be a good investment for you, then I would suggest you go ahead and buy it through McGraw-Hill, getting that textbook off of their website. And I put some homework questions and stuff, practice questions in it that you can look at. And if you think that's useful, then you can go ahead and acquire the book. It is not necessary. I have many, many students who do well in my classes with not buying the textbook because I do offer practice problems as part of the lectures and whatnot. And a lot of times students feel that that's good enough to prepare them to be successful in the class. Auditing class, we are really talking about financial statement auditing in this class. And we're not only looking at it from the standpoint of how would you audit a non-public company, but also public entities that issue stock under the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, some of the regulations there, but also auditing private entities under the requirements of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So what I'm really teaching you here are some of these standards and whatnot, but what I do, because of the years of experience that I've had, try to give you some of the whys and wherefores that we do the different things. So those are really the objectives of the course. Most of your grade will come through examinations. I'm going to be posting a guest speaker write-up and rubric here in the next several weeks. That will constitute the remaining 25% of your grade. Most of my students live up here, okay? I'm here to help you to understand the material, and we're hoping that you'll perform at a high level so that you can get a good grade out of the class. I'm going to look at Canvas here in a minute, show you how the exams are going to work, but I absolutely expect you to take the exams during the time they are open, okay? Don't cheat, no plagiarism, okay? You can see the weeks here and the chapters that are covered by the weeks, and then I have highlighted or changed in red font, I guess, the dates for the exams. You must take the exams during these weeks, and I'll show you how that's going to work here in a minute. There are no excuses for not taking the exam. I do not offer makeup exams. I give you an entire week to choose a date to make the exam, take the exam, and I really expect you to hold to those dates, okay? All right, good. And, you know, I get students that sometimes say, oh, I forgot. That's not an excuse for missing the exam, guys, okay? I need you to take those exams when they are due. Okay, so take a look in Canvas. Excuse me, you can see the office hour link. You can see the syllabus that I just went through. I offer a practice midterm, which will contain questions that are from that first midterm. When I say questions that are from the chapters covered on that midterm. So for example, midterm 1 covers chapters 1 through 6. You'll have questions from chapter 1 through 6 on that midterm, and the practice midterm that we saw there in Canvas will also have questions from chapters 1 through 6 to prepare you. I'll be posting more information about the guest speaker, but the way the course is primarily going to work is I am going to have chapter slides, and then I'm going to have lectures that go along with those slides. So you click on here, you watch the lecture, it takes you out to my Google page, you watch the lecture. I suggest you get the slides available, mark them up, make any notes and whatnot that you think are relevant. I will have practice questions embedded in the slides that I'll go through with the lecture. And then we'll do that for chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then you will go back and you will work that practice midterm 1, which will contain questions from 1 through 6, and that should get you ready to take the exam, which is under the quiz on the dates specified. Okay, so when you look, notice this is not available until October 23rd. That's a Monday, and it will remain open until, okay, and I have to fix that for some reason. I thought I had that set up so that it would close at the end of that week, available October 23rd. And I have to change the due date on that because it's supposed to be open that entire week until October 29th at 11:59. So I'm not sure why it's saying due at 11:59 on October 23rd. I'll have to fix that. But it's going to be due, and this is now, I apologize because I don't know why it's saying that, October 23rd, but I will have it open. And now I'm going to have to look at my calendar because that date is not right. Okay, and so it will stay open from Monday, October 23rd until Sunday, October 29th at 11:59 p.m., which is what it says here. So I don't know why it's saying due on October 23rd. It's due October 29th at 11:59. So you'll be able to open it starting October 23rd at 12 a.m. That's when, before the sun is out, 12 a.m. midnight, and it'll sit there open for that entire week. That's an entire week. It sits there open from the 23rd, which is a Monday, and it's open that entire week. You choose the 3-hour period that you want to take that exam. So I often tell students, hey, maybe you take the exam on Thursday, the 26th, and you set yourself aside 3 hours and go through and take the exam right here in Canvas. The exams are generally 20 multiple choice questions worth 4 points each, and one objective format question that'll be worth 20 questions. And usually there's a matching type of question, which will have 4 or 5 objectives, and you can get partial credits for that. And I give you 3 hours to work that. Most students do not have a time constraint. I give you plenty of time to work that, but you must take the exam in that window. It opens October 23rd at 12 a.m. It'll close on October 29th at 11:59 p.m. And all of the exams will work that way. Okay, midterm 1 works that way, as will midterm 2, as will midterm, or what I'm calling the final, but it's really a third midterm. The final is not comprehensive. Okay, so you should be in good shape on that. So you can see those. I'm going to have to change the date for the due date on midterm 1, and I'll fix that. You'll see that here. I'll do it after I'm done with this video, okay? So that's the way the course is going to work. Sometimes I'll get students that'll want to, try to blast through everything. I don't recommend you do that. I recommend that you watch the lectures week by week as listed on the syllabus, look at the slides, and then, in that next week, continue on so that we're building our knowledge of auditing as we go through. This is not a course where I would expect that you would just blast through the material. I don't think that's the way to study the step. Okay, so you see the syllabus. Okay, you see my contact information. You know where I am. So please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Okay, guys, good luck this quarter, and I'll look forward to working with you. Okay.